Newton Gate champs. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. So, I am back with another video on mathematics, but today's topic is factorization. And mathematics is an interesting subject and I love maths, and that is why I am here to teach you people maths. So, let's begin. So, today's topic is factorization, and we are going to cover two very important theorems on factorization. So factorization, you will be thinking that factorization, we know how to factorize a polynomial, but we are not going to study the general factorization of a polynomial. The theorems we are going to study are remainder theorem and factor theorem. And I will be giving you important questions at the end, so watch till the end. So before beginning, I want to wish the students appearing for class 10 and 12 boards all the very best, and I hope you guys are rocking your exam. And I also wish that you guys are rocking maths paper very well, because I love maths and I think you people should love maths too. So let's start.
Remainder theorem. So remainder theorem says that if f of x is a polynomial in x and is divided by x minus a, then it leaves a remainder that is equal to f of a. So if f of x is a polynomial, let's say we have a polynomial x squared plus 3x plus 1, and it is divided by x minus a. So we divide this polynomial by, let's say, x minus 2. So we have a polynomial and we have a divisor. So the remainder theorem says that it will leave a remainder that is equal to f of a. So what do we do? This x minus 2, so 2 here, 2 is our a is equal to 2 and f of x is equal to x minus a. So f of a, that is f of 2 is equal to what? We will put the value of a, that is 2, in x. So we write 2 square plus 3 into 2 plus 1. So what do we get? 4 plus 6 plus 1. So that is 11. So according to remainder theorem, this fx when divided by x minus 2, it gives us a remainder 11. How did we get that? We found out by putting the value of a in place of x. So f of 2 is equal to 11. That is the remainder of this f of x when it is divided by x minus 2. So let's see an example. Now they have told us to find the remainder when x cube minus 2x squared plus 5x plus 8 is divided by x plus 1. So our fx is this is our fx, and x plus 1 is our x minus a. So how do we find the value of a? We take this, it's 0. So the divisor x plus 1, its 0 is minus 1. So x plus 1 is equal to 0. It gives us x is equal to minus 1. So the 0 of the divisor is minus 1. That is the value of a. So by remainder theorem, we know that we have to find the value of f of a. A here is minus 1. So f of minus 1 is minus 1 whole cube minus 2 into minus 1 whole square plus 5 into minus 1 plus 8. So this gives us 0. So the remainder of this polynomial f of x, that is x cube minus 2x squared plus 5x plus 8, and when its divisor is x plus 1, it does not leave a remainder. Okay, so let's see another example where we have a remainder. So let's say we have a polynomial f of x is equal to 2x cube plus 4x squared minus 8x plus 4, and it is divided by 2x plus 1. So our fx is this and the divisor is 2x plus 1. So what is the value of a? The divisor is 0, that is 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 1 by 2. So we found the value of a as minus 1 by 2. And by remainder theorem, what do we need to find? We need to find f of a, that is our remainder. So f of a is equal to f of minus 1 by 2, that is equal to 2 into minus half whole cube plus 4 into minus half whole square minus 8 into minus half plus 4. That gives us 39 by 4. So we see that when our polynomial is this, that is 2x cube plus 4x square minus 8x plus 4, and our divisor is 2x plus 1, the remainder is 39 by 4. So we can say that fx when divided by 2x plus 1 leaves a remainder 39 by 4. Okay, I hope the remainder theorem was clear and its application was also clear, that we need to find a remainder when we have a polynomial and we have a divisor. Now the next theorem is factor theorem. So factor theorem says that if a polynomial fx is divided by x minus a, it leaves a remainder f of a. But if the remainder f of a is equal to 0, so we saw in the first example that the remainder was 0, then x minus a is a polynomial of x minus a is a factor of the polynomial f of x. So if there is no remainder, that is if the remainder theorem does not hold true, that is f of a is equal to 0, then we can say that x minus a is a factor of the polynomial fx. So if we have a remainder, if we have a value of f of a other than 0, then we say that the remainder is the value of f of a, and if the remainder's value is equal to 0, then we say that our divisor is a factor of the polynomial. Let's see an example and it will be more clear. So they have asked us to determine whether x plus 2 is a factor of x cube minus 4x square minus 4x plus 16. So f of x is equal to x cube minus 4x square minus 4x plus 16, and our divisor is x plus 2. So what is the value of a? The value of a is minus 2. The divisor's 0 gives us the value of a. So a is minus 2. And f of a, we need to find the value of f of a. So f of a is f of minus 2. That gives us 0. So we see that f of a is 0, and hence we can say that x plus 2 is a factor of the polynomial x cube minus 4x square minus 4x plus 16. So this is our f of x, and f of a is 0. So we found out that x plus 2 is a factor of the given polynomial. Next is a long division factorization method. So by factor theorem and also by remainder theorem, we can find out just a single factor of a given polynomial. So see, we here have a polynomial 3x cube plus 16x square plus 21x plus 20, and they have asked us to divide it by x plus 4. So if this division holds true, then we can say that x plus 4 is a factor. But the polynomial, this polynomial will also be having more than just a single factor. So to find that, what do we use? We use a process called long division method. Now we all know long division method in case of arithmetic, like if we have to divide 10 by 2, we know how to divide it in long division process. But here we need to divide a polynomial by another polynomial, and the process we will be following is the same as long division method. So let's see, what do we first do? First we write the polynomial in the process of long division. We write our divisor on the left side and we write the one we are dividing on the right side. So the first step is we need to see the first term. The first term is 3x cube, and what do? We divide the first term by the first term of our divisors, the first term of our polynomial and the first term of our divisor. What do we get? We get 3x square. So this is the first term of our quotient. So what do we have? We have 3x squared. So the first value is 3x squared. So we divide 3x cube by x and we find 3x squared. Now this 3x squared, we will be multiplying it with our divisor. So 3x squared into x gives us 3x cube plus 3x squared into 4 gives us 12x squared. Now same as the long division, we subtract this value. What do we get? 3x cube minus 3x cube, it gives us 0. So 16x squared minus 12x squared, it gives us 4x squared. Next we put the next two values, 21x plus 20. Now we take the first term again. Again our second term here is 4x squared. So the first term of the given valued polynomial, we again take this and divide it by x. So here it is 4x squared by x, it gives us 4x. So again we take 4x and multiply it by x plus 4. So 4x into x gives us 4x squared. And 4x into 4 gives us 16x. Then we subtract the value and we get 5x plus, we put this value down, and 5x plus 20. Next again the same process, we divide the first term of this by x. So 5x by x gives us 5 and we multiply the term 5 by x plus 4. So 5 into x gives us 5x and 5 into 4 gives us 20. Again we subtract and we see that we have no remainder left. So this is a process of long division by which we can also find out other different factors. So we see that the polynomial 3x cube plus 16x squared plus 21x plus 20 when divided by x plus 4 gives us 0 as remainder. So we say this is a factor of the polynomial. And what is the second factor we got? We got 3x squared plus 4x plus 5 as another factor of the given polynomial. Now how to find another factor? This is just a quadratic equation, and by solving a quadratic equation by any method we will find the two factors from this. So the given polynomial gave us two factors. One is x plus 4 that we found out that the remainder is 0. So we found that x plus 4 is a factor, and also by the long division process we found another factor, that is 3x squared plus 4x plus 15. Next let's see an example. So the question says that using factor theorem show that x minus a is a factor of 2x cube plus x squared minus 21x minus 40, and hence factorize the polynomial. So what is the first process? The first process is we need to show that if x minus 4 is a factor of the polynomial this or not. So let fx be 2x cube plus x squared minus 26x minus 40, and what is the value of a? A is 4. So f of a is equal to f of 4, that is equal to 0. So we see that f of x is a factor of the given polynomial. So we found out that this polynomial f of x has one factor, that is x minus a. And to find the next factors, what do? We factorize it by long division method. So we factorized 2x cube plus x squared minus 26x minus 40 by x minus 4, and we found out that it doesn't leave a remainder because we have already proved that this x minus 4 is a factor of the polynomial. And we found out another factor as 2x squared plus 9x plus 10. So x minus 4 is a factor and this is also a factor. So now breaking this factor down, we get x minus 4 into 2x plus 5 into x plus 2. So we got three factors of the given polynomial. Hence this polynomial 2x cube plus x squared minus 26x minus 40 has three factors. So I hope this exercise was clear. Let's see another example. Using factor theorem, factorize the following polynomial. So we have a polynomial 6x cubed minus 7x square minus 11x plus 12. So what is the first step? The first step is they have not given us any factor to prove. We need to find a factor. So by trial and error method, we will find a factor that gives us the f of x as 0. So let's take x is equal to 1. So we took x is equal to 1 and we found out that f of a or f of x, that is f of 1, is equal to 0. So this is f of 1 and it gives us 0. So we can say that x minus 1 is a factor. This x minus 1 was not given in the question. We found out it by trial and error method. So how do we find the next factors? We use the process of long division again. So we found out another factor, that is 6x square minus x minus 12. So now again breaking this factor down, 6x square minus x minus 12, what do we find? We find 2x minus 3 into 3x plus 4. So the factors are x minus 1, 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 4. This 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 4, we broke the 6x square minus x minus 12. We broke it down and we found two factors, and the one x minus 1 we found out by the trial and error method. So these are the two examples. And I have also shown you many examples, and I hope the factor theorem and remainder theorem, its application and the theorems in general, they are clear, and the theorems are very important. So do practice the examples given, and also I will be giving the important questions for both. So practice those questions. Let's see the important questions. Now here I have given you some important questions, and these questions are very important. So practice these questions, and if you have any doubt regarding these questions, we have a number, we have our website. Contact us anytime you want. So I hope you like this video, and do give a like and do share our video with your friends, and do subscribe to our channel. So thank you.